percentage of Article 71 holders on the compensation basket is 0.05. Something I don't know if I'm online. But
I heard that. What's the point? What's the point of that? What's the point of that?
0.05%.
Yeah, what's the point of that?
What is the
point?
Yes, the point is that even though people have pointed to Article 71 holders as a group of people or specially treated in terms of the revenue arrangements, in terms of compensation arrangement of the country. What I'm trying to say is that the component of the total compensation bracket is not much.
It's not
so
much.
In terms of the percentage of what goes to Article 71 holders,
people are retiring on their salaries. It's as if you are working for life. Yes. You are getting paid for life until you are dead. You are getting you. It's like you don't see any struggle. And I just read to you. Just a second, John. Just a second, John. Okay. I just read to you. So if I'm a worker,
I'll get to that one.
If I'm a worker and I'm in a situation where I listed a number of I listed a number of items, but let me just take 8 of those items I listed to you for one Director General's enjoyment. He has a vehicle maintenance allowance per month of 600,000 per month, and that was increased in 2017 to what's the amount? It's even confusing me. Clothing allowance. Someone gets 10,000 per year for the clothing allowance. Entertainment allowance. They get 1,500 per month. Household allowance. They get some monthly money, which is calculated in a way I'm yet to figure out, subject to their salary. They get utility subsidy. They get, that's monthly for their monthly bills. They get responsibility allowance. That's about 1,500 per month. They get satellite TV subscription. It's paid for. And this is before their salary. So if you use somebody like that to tell me that what they are paid is not so much when we take the whole basket of compensation, I think that will not be fair.
Well, I wasn't responding to that, so I wish you had waited and listened to me. So I am not responding to the fairness or unfairness of what anybody gets. I'm talking about the components of compensation. I'll get to that one. And, you know, obviously, if you look at the salary structure of the country, we all as a country have got into a point where we have to see reforms. And the details of how this 30 billion cedis we are talking about is even disbursed, who gets what? Because we are talking about only 700,000 people of our country out of the 31 million population, or 30.5 million number of the population. 700,000 of us are getting 30 billion, which is, we are told, is woefully inadequate in terms of specifics when you want to go into categories of the unions and each worker and what they get. So who gets what? And this is where I now want to respond to the SOEs, remunerations, the terms and conditions of certain office holders of our country, and what we can all do to achieve fairness.
Yeah, when you speak to John, I brought that in because when you speak to these workers, they give you clues. They are actually, these are the workers that process these salaries and allowances, and they give you clues as to the inequality, the yawning gap, the disparity, the almost criminal disparity in the compensation system.
Yeah, but that's what I have stated, that it calls for reforms and rationalization of the compensation structure. And even beyond that, I mean, how fair is it that 700,000 of our people are getting over 52% of all revenues that we collect in the country? What happens to the rest of the population? regulation. So this argument has to be looked at.
Can I come in?